Welcome to today's podcast. We are diving into the exciting new updates from Microsoft 365 Copilot Wave to Spring Release. We would like to discover how these innovations are revolutionizing productivity and collaboration in today's workplace. uh, with this new update, right? Microsoft Copilot app will be the interface where you'll have agents, chats, pages, and the create option. Everything in conveniently placed in one place, making it easier to access for everyone in that particular area. Chat will be the like the home of the app, right? Like with the content you create, the conversations we have, the agents can be accessed from the same area. Like in this particular example, someone can go ahead and create an image on the go and then look into the details of that particular event from that particular app. Right. Over to you, Gokul. Like what excites you the most?
Yeah, this Copilot notebook really excites me, Ram. I can see that this acts as a project management tool for me because it allows you to pull together a wide range of content such as notes, documents, websites, meeting recordings, and many more, right? And it also helps us to get all these grounded to Copilot on our notebook so that we will be able to get most relevant actions and insights out of it. And also, notebook helps us to even create a podcast style audio overview of the content with two hosts that walks you through the key points, right? So which is really fun and exciting. So what do you think about uh, agent stores, Priya?
Yes, so the other thing of this update is the agent store. So where it actually has it is like a center space where it has all the agents. So it does not only contain your personalized company's agent, but also the agents, the third-party agents, which Microsoft has integrated to. So I believe like it is the center store, like because earlier also we used to have separate agents and we need to toggle behind the agents for each use, but now it is in one simple interface, and it shows all the available agents, third party agents, and Microsoft agents as well. And the other good thing is, if you are developing a new agent within your company, those can also be posted there, and also it can be pinned so each team can use it relevantly. The other exciting feature I would like to talk about is the Copilot search. So, Copilot search is basically the place where it is an AI powered enterprise search experience. So, what happens is that earlier, when we used to do the search was happening within OneNote or OneDrive, and for third party, it was not. It was happening, but we need to have the connector. So the scenario is same even now, but the enhanced feature, that is, if it is searching any third party applications, you can see from where the data is being pulled, right? So the it shows the complete data point, and also it is security trimmed. So when I say security trimmed, it is like if I have access to that particular data source, only then I will be able to view that search. So again, your mailbox permissions, everything are aligned with that, right? So when I talk about the agent store, there are two interesting agents about the research and analyst agents. So what are your thoughts on the research agents, Gokul?
Yeah, so and it good to know that Microsoft is very frequently updating new agents for us to use, right? So they just help us to have this by default, so that it's not necessary for us to really go and create one for us. So if you ask me, the researcher agent, it actually helps us deal with the complex multi-step research at work, right? Because it combines the OpenAI deep search module, so that Microsoft 365 make use of this module, and it will help us get most relevant results. So I can think of a use case when it comes to the researcher agent. Let's say there is a requirement from my organization where I have to purchase a tool, and I try to define what is the functional requirement I have, what is the non-functional requirement I have, and what comparison I would like to do it with the other tools that is available in the market, right? So what I can do is I can make use of this researcher agent. I can ask the researcher agent to help me find submit a market assessment paper based on the data that is available in the web, and also based on the data that is available in the work environment. So as I said, I have already defined the functional and non-functional requirements, and what all the things that I have to really look outside the web, right? So what I can do is I can make use of this researcher agent to just combine, um, um, do a search around the web based on what I have already predefined, and it will just try to go and find out all the product that is available in the market, based on what I have already feeded inside my document, and it can help me to file a complete paper that consists of different products, different functionalities, what is something that I require, what I don't require. Everything can be prepared with, including the cost, everything, right? So if I really wanted to do this research, it will take a couple of days for me to do it, but with the help of the researcher agent, I will be able to do it in a couple of minutes. So I felt this is very, very exciting and really helpful as well.
Yeah, one additional
Great.
thing on that is data synthesis is right. Like I
Yeah.
think the agent also does a go-ahead report highlighting all the key insights and actionable recommendations from the research analysis which is done. And what
Yeah.
about the analyst one? Like, have you gone through this? Like, that was a great video from Microsoft article. Anything on
Yeah.
that, Priya?
Right, Ram. So they say the analysis agent is like a skilled data scientist, right? So they are trying to bring the human way of thinking there. So how a raw data can be transferred into an actionable insights, right? So it not only analyzes the data, but it also generates a prediction. So data transformation is more important because when we have different data sources, like it can be any data, unstructured data, right? So analyst agent brings them together and provide you a meaningful insight. So the other feature I saw was about the predictive analysis, which we already have, but a good thing here is the trends there comparing is between the current and the historical trend. So because of this, it will be very useful for any organization. So let's say if an organization is having maybe a startup or anything, they develop their company based on the reviews from different data sources. So these kind of analyst agent will obviously help in bringing all the data together and bring and creating a visualized data, and they are built on OpenAI's mini reasoning model. Just like this model is mainly for data analysis work. So how an analyst will work and give us the data similar to that. Yeah, it's a very exciting feature I saw about. So yeah.
Agree. I think just to add on to that, what excites more is the data wrangling, right? For example, as you said, it's gonna collect data from multiple places. Unlike like a normal agent where you'll scope it specific to a data set or a SharePoint site, here you can ask the analyst agent to look data from various Excel sheets, like it could be a PowerPoint file or it could be a Power BI report, right? It can go into multiple places, get that data, and also it uses the advanced analysis where you said it's going to create visualizations. It's going to use the Python scripting on the
Right.
back end, and also it gives an option for the users to actually see what code it has written on the back end to get generate that visualization. So that's pretty much interesting. And have you guys seen this create option, right? Like that's something interesting. So anything on that, Gokul?
Yeah, Ram. So create again brings the power of OpenAI Chat GPT, OpenAI GPT 4.0 AI image generator to work. So this is similar to what we already have, right? The visual creator and the image generator or designer, which we already have. But this uses the latest model, and also it helps us to create posters, banners based on our company branding, right? So in case if we have a predefined company branding, we will be able to use those company branding to define to create the posters, like a pro, right? If I really wanted to create something, but if I don't know the basics of creating doing a design creation, I will be able to use this functionality to really create content, which looks very, very nice, right? And also this functionality can be accessed through my mobile device, to our mobile devices as well, within the Copilot application. And yes, it gives us a lot more functions.
That's great. And I would like to touch base on the Copilot control system, right? Like, I think we've been talking about this for a long time in terms of how we can secure agents or how we can manage or measure, right? So, in terms of securing, I could see Microsoft apps come up with alerting on risky interactions and control inappropriate usage of agents, and then even blocking sensitivity data from AI agent processing. So I think those are some really cool features. Looks like this needs to be configured through policies, but would like to see in action in terms of how these can be configured. Even in terms of managing, from our previous podcast, we were talking about like how administrators can actually have a control of managing the agents, right? Like who can create it, or like what agents are created by which particular user. And I think there is also a security group now we can create. Even for a specific agent, you can scope that group and only have a selected members assigned to have that agent access. And similarly, like blocking or disabling agents is also something which has come up in the new update. And one major question many organizations had was like, how do I measure the ROI, right? So now I think that there is a new report which is coming where you can actually look into the top agents consumed by the organizations, and like you can also filter it by like monthly active users, right? And also like the ROI of agents, and even the agent session resolution rate. So if I'm creating an agent and I'm going to make an actionable task on top of it, like I can even go ahead and measure like the session resolution rate for that particular one, which is like a fancy number. I can go back to the leadership saying, okay, this is what the agent has done. For example, like it could be a service desk agent, right? It can tell you like how many questions have been answered, how many people have accessed that, and you can measure that against like how many calls would have actually landed if the agent is not there. And that helps you, I mean, identifying a value which you can go back to the higher level management. So yeah, lot of important updates coming up, right? And it will be exciting to see how those will be I mean live in the tenant. Do you have any idea on when these will be rolled out? Like have you noticed
Yeah.
anything?
That's a very important point, Ram. So, in case if people who are watching this podcast, if you see, if you try to go and access these functionalities, and if it is not available, then it is in the process of rolling out. Microsoft has started rolling out from mid of April, and it will run till end of May. So, in case if you don't see that functionalities, it will be coming soon to your end as well. I think so once this
Thanks for
functionality is available, right? I think we have to do a practical session to our audience so that they can really understand in a more practical way.
Absolutely. I think we are very much eager to understand like when these would go live and see how we can actually make it into a practice, like what with all the features that we I mean reviewed today. As always, exciting to have you both, and I'm sure this will be insightful for the viewers to understand what's the latest from the co-pilot side of things. We'll meet again in the next episode. Thanks both.
Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone.
Ram and
Thank you.
Gokul. Thank you.
Cheers. Bye
Bye.
bye.